It has been a long time coming, but we are finally back here at Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm excited, man. This is going to be my second trip out here. It's been almost a month since I've been here for opening weekend, so I'm super excited to finally see everything again and see what changes have happened over the past month since I've been here for the event. And I'm finally excited to see what my opinions are compared to Orlando and Hollywood, to see if these attractions have gotten any better. I'm really excited for tonight, though. We're doing Stay and Scream. We're here a little bit early, though, to do some park stuff, but we're going to check out everything in there. We're going to do Stay and Scream. I think we're going to do the Richter Stay and Scream today, but before we get into that, please make sure you're subscribed, have the bell notifications turned on, and make sure you're following me on both Instagram and Twitter to catch up on all the different stuff that I'm going to be posting about this week's trip, because we're here for a whole week. It's going to be great. 4 nights of HHN. We're going to Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. It's going to be amazing. But let's head into our first night of HHN here in Orlando. So like I said, we're in here a little bit early, so we're going to ride some rides before the actual Stay and Scream starts. But I will say, it appears that I may have brought the cold down with me, because it's supposed to drop down to like low 50s tonight, high 40s. It's going to be chilly over the next couple days. It's going to be interesting. We were checking out the tribute store to see if there was anything new, and they do have new Waxomatics. They have a dark ride Waxomatic that kind of looks like Sir Henry, really. And then they also have another Waxomatic, the Halloween Cat. I'm definitely going to get that dark ride one. There we go. Getting our Wax-O-Matic. We're getting that ride vehicle. And it is $8 for these, so just give you a heads up for that. Oh, there we are. Ta-da! And here's our new friend. He is super awesome. Look at that. You can see it has like a little pumpkin on the back, and then it says Halloween Horror Nights right there on the bottom. I love these Waxomatics, man. They're cool. And the only way to get in the horror spirit before we head to Horror Nights tonight is to go to the Universal Horror Makeup Show. And I heard that there are some changes to the show this year, including stuff talking about horror and Peacock, so we'll see. We'll see if there's any new changes, but the next show is at 2:30, so we're heading in now. Here we are. Unfortunately, Beetlejuice isn't out here warming up the crowd, but it still should be a good show today. Horror makeup wasn't any different. I mean, I didn't see anything that was really different as far as the show goes, but there was, they actually did bring on actual people this time. Last few times I went through and watched the show, there were still like planted people, like where they plant somebody in the audience, but this was an actual person that was there. That was actually really cool. I did enjoy seeing an actual person who was in the audience go up. It was really awesome. But the show, great as always. Great as always. We're here checking out the DreamWorks destination because I've actually never been in here. And look, there's King Julian! Now feet! In boots! Oh my gosh. I gotta see King Julian though. He's my fave. We're over here by the backside of Louis, and there was a meetup for the Universal Annual Pass Holders Facebook group that if you were one of the first few people here, you got a care package. So we got a bunch of goodies for HHN, so let's check it out. Holy crap, there's a bunch of stuff in here. So HHN Forever, like coaster, socks for HHN. There's a lanyard. I already have this one, so I might find someone to give that to. A UAAP pin. Let's see. Another annual pass holder magnet. Oh, look, it's the Little Boo. I think this is the, oh wow, this is the store for the tribute store. This is the tribute store poster. And then let's see, what else we got? HHN 30 like, wow, patches. I think these were the scare actor patches. And then we got a really awesome Never Go Alone t-shirt. Oh, another one of these. Awesome. That is cool. I wonder if the t-shirt's my size though. That's the only issue. Large. Oh, that's perfect. That is awesome. So that was, like I said, a special thing specifically for the Universal Annual Pass Holders Facebook group. So every so often they post stuff about that. If you're in the park to go and find them, and they'll give you some cool merchandise. So that was like almost $100 worth of merchandise just for free for being an annual pass holder. Which is another reason why I love being a Universal Annual Pass holder. It's almost time for our Stay and Scream, but one more thing that I wanted to talk about before we get into Stay and Scream is I tried to activate the freestyle cup that I got from HHN Hollywood because I like their cup better. And unfortunately, for your information, Universal Hollywood cups do not work here in Universal Orlando and vice versa. So if you brought a Orlando cup over there, it wouldn't work. So if you were wondering about that, now you know. You can't use them. It's unfortunate. It's really stupid, but they said it's the same but different. They didn't really give me a good explanation, but it was just like, yeah, they don't work here. It's a different system. I'm like, okay. So there you go. So we're taking advice from my boy Adrian, Losh TV. We're taking his advice, and we're doing Richter's Stay and Scream for our first night here, because he said that you could probably just marathon Blumhouse going through Richter's Stay and Scream because it is the deadest out of all of the Stay and Scream locations, which is hilarious because that house is really good. At least from my opening weekend experience, it was really good. So we're here in Richter's waiting for Stay and Scream to open up. And of course, during Stay and Scream shows, Alcatraz is open, so I had to get me an Ocean Attack. The best drink in the entire park. Alright, we're heading into Blumhouse for our first house of the night. We're probably going to run through this a couple times. So after we're done running through Blumhouse, I'll tell my final, my review of it, because it might have changed since the first week, but I actually really did love this house opening weekend. Alright, so we went through Blumhouse 3 more times, and that grabber section is mint. It is so good. The Freaky section is okay. I kind of like Hollywood's section for Freaky better, but we absolutely killed them when it comes to the Black Phone section. It is so good, so many scares. It's awesome. But we're gonna head through Conjure the Dark now and head back to the Sprung Tent houses. Conjure the Dark. I love the makeup in this zone, dude. These are all so amazing. Oh, it's quiet. Too quiet. Oh, yeah. There's Winifred Sanderson up there. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong place. Oh. Next up, we're going to Bugs in Life. Poor MIB tent house location. You'll be missed. All right, very short wait. Here we are. And next up, we are 4 houses technically, and 4 walkthroughs at least. And we're heading to walkthrough number 5, Descendants of Destruction. I really liked this one last time we were here. I thought it was the scariest one here because of that bioluminescence area. So we're heading through it now, 20 minutes. And as we walk in, let's talk about Bugs Eaten Alive. I still don't get that house. It's still not really scary for me. But I honestly have fun in that house. It's just a really big fun house for me. With bugs, it just kind of makes me feel uneasy a little bit, but not really scary. Not really scary at all. But I'm excited to go back through this one because, like I said, this one was listed pretty high up on my list after the opening weekend. All right, we're back up to the front of the line, and that only took a little bit. So we're now heading through our 5th walkthrough, Descendants of Destruction. All right, so Descendants of Destruction, I still love that house. That house is still so much fun, and the scares in it are really great, and the interactions with the scare actors in there are honestly so good. That is one of the houses here that I just enjoy so much, and it gets better every time I go through it. People might not like it, but to me, I think that's one of the scariest houses here this year. All right, next 2 houses, The Weekend After Hours Nightmare and Universal Monsters Legends Collide. I'll get back to you guys after both of them, but let's see if my opinion on Universal Monsters changes, because I still think Hollywood's is a better attraction. Let's be honest here. This is actually my first time being in line for the weekend during the nighttime and seeing the effects on the record. It's pretty cool, and I like the whole music waves on the actual record itself. Nice touch. We got hungry after waiting for the weekend, so we decided to go to Louis because I heard that there is Reuben fries here. Where are they at? Where are they at? I don't know. They're somewhere in here, but Reuben fries. Oh yeah, Reuben fries. I heard these are fantastic, so I'll eat them, let you know how they are. Let's go. Those Reuben fries were delicious, man. Oh my gosh. Highly suggest those. Honestly, they're probably one of the best things I've had here. We're back going through houses. We're heading to Hellblock Horror next. to start our walkthrough of the soundstage houses, and we're heading through Horrors of Halloween. I wasn't able to find Little Boo earlier. I hope he's okay. Alright, so we just got out of Hell Block Horror. It wasn't as good as I remember. We didn't have that good of a run through this time, but there were sections that I don't remember seeing. And the very end of that house is actually really good, with like the multi-scares, the in-your-face. It was actually like, the end of that house is really good. The beginning of it's so-so. Alright, so we're walking into house number 6 of the night, walkthrough number 8, and we're heading into Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. It's one of my favorite houses here, so hopefully it's still as beautiful as I remember from opening weekend. Dead Man's Pier is still scenically the most beautiful house in HHN history. It is so gorgeous. Not a lot of scares, but it's still like, the set design in that is immaculate, and it has never been done in that quality ever in HHN. It's so good. It's probably my favorite house here this year. Hey, Boris is back. The construction walls are down. We can finally see the man of the hour. How you doing, buddy? So sad. The lagoon is a little bit drained because the jets are broken from the hurricane. So Ghoulish, as far as we're aware, may not be coming back this year, and it's so sad because that was such a good lagoon show. And I really was hoping to see it when I was back down here, but it does not look like it's going to happen at this point in the event's run. We're on our way back to the last house of the night for us. We're checking out a little bit early, but we're heading back through Scarecrow Cursed Soil. I love this zone, man. This zone is so good. It's Corn. He's just vibing. Corn's just vibing. But we're heading back to Universal Monsters Legends Collide for our last house. We skipped out on it earlier to go get food, but we're now going back through it this time. Alright, so I will say major improvement since opening weekend. I had a much better run through this time. I had a great mix of scares. I actually got the Dracula zipline scare, so that was so good. And Mummy won tonight for our walkthrough of it. He had Wolfman's head in his hand. Dracula had a stake through his heart. But I still don't think it's better than Hollywood's. I really loved Hollywood's Legends Collide, but it was still much better than I remember it being. We had really good mix of scares this time around, and some of those scares were really, really good and really on point. I will say that. It might move up in my rankings. I'll say that right off the bat, but we'll have to see. I'll have to get a couple more walkthroughs of it. So I didn't initially say that was going to be our last house, but while we were in line, the wait times did die down a little bit. So I'm going to get a couple more run-throughs before I head out for the night. We only have 3 more houses to go through, but unless Halloween's wait drops down considerably, I think I'll just run through the other 2 houses, Spirits of the Coven and Fiesta de Chupacabras, and then I'll probably head out for the night. I actually had a pretty decent run-through of Spirits of the Coven. I mean, it's not the best house here. It's not the worst house here. It's just kind of hit or miss whether it's a good house or not based on how the actors are situated. Tonight, at least for this run-through, the actors were situated pretty well and I got a majority of the scares. I don't know how I feel about it, I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of mid-tier for me, maybe a little on the lower side just because the theming doesn't really feel universal quality to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, we had a less than favorable walkthrough of Fiesta de Chupacabras. I forgot to mention that I went through that, but yeah, it was a less than favorable walkthrough. I mean, we really didn't get a lot of scares. We missed a lot of them. We only got 1 Chupacabra scare out of like the 4 or 5 that are in there. So I'm gonna have to dock a little bit on that. It just didn't feel the same as opening weekend. It was kind of I might have to knock it a notch or 2 down on my list, but it's still like a scenically cool house. It's just the scares weren't there this walkthrough. I don't know. But with Halloween being our last house, it's currently at an 85-minute wait, even 30 minutes till close, so I think I'm just gonna call it a night because my knees are saying that's not, you can't do it. You can't do it. And I actually forgot to mention the entire night, I was walking around doing all the NFTs for Halloween Horror Nights. Because when I was over in Hollywood, I got all the ones from over there, so I had to get all the ones over here. So as you can see here, I finally finished the entire collection of the Halloween Horror Nights NFTs for both East and West Coast, and I got that golden completer button for doing both coasts. I mean, they're not really NFTs, it's more of a digital sticker book, but it's still really cool that I was able to have that to show off that I went to both events this year and went through everything. But before we head out for the night, we're gonna go through Graveyard Deadly Unrest, because we didn't go through it at all tonight. So we're gonna walk through here again. I mean, it wasn't my favorite scare zone last time we were here, but let's see if it's gotten any better. I do love the usage of stilt walkers in this zone. I will say that. And like these the actual sets throughout the zone are really nice. I love the detail on them. Now, she is my favorite character there. The marble. Oh my gosh, she's awesome. But of course, you gotta say hi to the brothers. Hi. Woo. Oh, where's the other one at? Is it only one of them out here right now? Oh, that's a shame. Oh man, got that perfect timing. And of course, no night is complete without saying goodnight to the Pumpkin Lord. He does have new flame effects that I'm hoping that we get to see. I love Pumpkin Lord. Hi. Woo! Yeah. Alright, so there we go. That's all I have in for me for tonight. We have to be back out here early tomorrow because we have an Unmasking the Horror tour to go to tomorrow. So that's going to be super fun. It's the 6th house Unmasking the Horror tour, so we're going to go through a bunch of the houses. It's going to be really awesome. I'm excited to see a lot of them during the day with the lights on. It's going to be really awesome. But tonight was super fun. I love being back out here. I love being back down in Florida, regardless of how cold it is tonight. But it does really feel like an October night, and it's really gives me more of the feelings of it being fall here. But before we go out, just make sure that you are subscribed, have the bell notifications turned on, make sure you drop a like on this video, and also comment down below, are you part of the Pumpkin Lord's squad, his Scream squad for this year's HHN? I'd really like to know. But as always, I'm Michael giving you the all clear, and all clear means you are out of here. See you guys next time.